good, whatever time of day it is you happen to be listening. This is the P&A Podcast Express, Season 3, baby. We made it to Season 3, Episode 667. Drink to that, everybody at home.
Neighbor of the Beast.
Yep, Neighbor of the Beast, 667 episode. Season 3 is officially kicked off, baby. Welcome to the shit show.
Congrats, boys.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. We've got some guests here at the Palm Street studio. This evening, it's still Easter. Little theater of the mind. This is the Wednesday episode, but it's still Easter. We're recording this bad boy.
Yes.
Tigers lost today. It's all right. They're taking the junior theory. You just got to win 5 points out of 7.
Yeah, or your Thursday league.
Right. Oh, or just kill it on the Thursday league and kick some ass. We've got 3 featured guests here tonight. Brian the Blade.
What's
up? The Grumpy Griller. And featuring the Hall of Famer, Junior.
What up, everyone out there?
Yeah.
Right? So here we are.
How's my boys doing?
Oh, fantastic.
We are living the drizzeam.
Right? Birds are chirping outside. The window's open here in the Palm Street studio.
Yeah.
The Driz with a Z?
Driz with his... Are we streaming this one live or no?
I am not, no.
Okay, sweet.
So we can say whatever we want without repercussions until later.
We'll let future Phil worry about that.
Yes.
There you go. It's still 420 too, by the way.
420 also.
420 also, by the way.
Oh, boy.
Not to be confused with Tuesday.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, Adam.
Yes.
So have you seen this?
Seen
I
what?
have not.
Have you seen this?
What are we looking at?
What we were listening to. What we were listening to last night. So last night was the 5th anniversary edition of the Saturday Night School of Rock. Have you seen this? Have you heard this?
I did not.
Did they play a clip show?
They did not.
Oh, there's no highlights.
So I listened for about 35 minutes of it. And let's see, he mentioned Bazelak. I heard that. He mentioned his wife. And he also mentioned Jason McConaughey. And I talked to somebody else that listened to another portion of it. And no mention of one of the founding fathers of
One
the
of the
show.
pioneers?
Yeah. Who was there for episode number 1 and every other Saturday night episode for a solid 2 years for the first. Yeah.
Huh. Well,
Anyway, I just wanted to let everybody know.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not happy.
I also heard from somebody else that this is probably the first one that he's done live in about a year and a half.
Oh, at least. I wonder if he's done, other than ones that have been like special event ones when there's been something on a Saturday where he's on location.
Right.
I don't think he's done any live since you were there. And even towards the end of you being there, he wanted to pre-record them all.
Yes.
But I mean, it's a big commitment to do, a Saturday night show every week, especially when you paint yourself into a corner and have to do it on your own.
So what I was running into when I was doing it is it was every other Saturday night, and it happened to correspond with the Saturday nights I didn't have the kids, and I was single, and it really helped perpetuate that.
Yes.
Because if you can't go anywhere on a Saturday night, I mean, yeah.
Well, what's odd about that is tying up all your Saturday nights ended up keeping you from getting laid, but in the end, totally fucked you. Ponder that for a minute.
Things that make you go.
The more you know.
So, yeah.
So congratulations. I don't know. I'm not even going to offer.
I was going to say, you're a big man right now.
You made
Bigger
it.
man.
You made it 5 years. Everybody does that if you live for 5 years. So congratulations.
Well, and when it's like your day job, it's easy.
And get paid for it.
I wish I had more energy, more time, more everything. And I think that's the crux of every middle-aged person. You realize mortality and you're so busy with things. Because I really do enjoy doing shows like that, like music shows and radio shows. And I know we do have our own station, and I'd love to do more. It's just I can't carve out any extra time, and especially like during bowling season, I'm just fucked.
Well, I was just going to say, you're coming to the end of bowling season, and we've got some big plans coming up, and we need to make these things happen. We need to make them happen.
We do.
And we need to get get some other talented people that we know that would be interested in doing some shows.
Know any other talent?
Yes, you do.
I-
I think you do.
I meant we need to find talented people. No, we do. Fortunately, we do know a lot of talented people that could put together a wonderful show, and it really doesn't take long to do these
Right?
shows.
What are you seeing?
Clowns, man.
No,
Clowns. Everywhere I look, send in the clowns.
Send in the clown.
So I
So
do.
we do. I want to do more. I love doing the music stuff, but also we need the people to listen. So we got to gather. Some, I mean, I haven't figured out how to do it for this podcast yet. So
Well, we've caught traction quite a few times on
Right.
like Rock Radio 360, and then we lose traction because we become complacent with it and we don't do anything with it, and then
or other things happen.
yeah,
I mean, you
like
can't-
I
you
have
can't
a
just-
I have a stroke.
Or
I
you
have
can't
a
just say our complacency, or I get a girlfriend, or things like that. Like
yeah.
that.
That's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
We blame NASA.
Jesus.
Kidding, NASA. We don't blame you.
No.
Phil is a better Phil with you, so it's okay.
Yes,
Oh,
he is.
Cookie doesn't think so.
Well,
He says I'm
we'll,
funnier when I'm single and miserable.
Are you kidding me?
That's-
This last month would prove him wrong.
That's why I try to bring my A game, and then Cookie's just like,
that's perception.
right. I thought I've written some pretty good
I
stuff.
think you've been doing a wonderful job. Not as a coach, but
You
comedic.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
I still have a chance to make you a champion on Thursday nights.
Yep.
And by God, I'm not going to fail this one. You saw it last Thursday. Not going to fail. I had
'cause
to
I
fake
bowled
an
for you.
injury. I
I
had to
bowled-
fake an injury
I
for you to
bowled
bowl
for you.
for me. I had to fake an injury for you to bowl for me because I
I won. Big podcast put me in brackets, and I won that. We won 50-50, and we took how many points?
took 21 out of 24, which is unconceivable. The best night we've ever had up there so far this season is 20 out of 24, and that was like
Yeah.
killer.
You're welcome.
You could say a good night in a 24-point system, borrowing one from Junior. If you can take 16, 17 points out of 24, that's a damn good night. So 21 out of 24. is
I
killer.
had no idea that that point system was in
Yeah.
effect on Thursdays.
So it's 3 points per game.
Yep.
As a team, 3 points per game, 3 points for totals. That's 12 of your points. And then it's match play for all 4 bowlers head to head all games.
Sure.
Just borrowing one from Junior, he doesn't have one to give.
That is
Right.
true.
But Junior had the hot hand.
You speak up
And,
at the most fucking shittiest times.
He started off a little whatever. So
They bowled a 114.
I'd like to point out his average on Thursday nights is 14 pins higher on Tuesday nights on the league night when I tried to get him a championship.
Wouldn't that have won the season for you guys if he'd have bowled?
If he would have bowled like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We'd be sitting here with a big old trophy.
on the last night, I did.
Oh, the last night. Way to go.
One night.
One night, another night, another night.
Kilaboosh.
So anyway, he did come through big on Thursday night, and I thought it. I actually was having like I think it's like a hip pointer or sciatica was acting up, and Junior said he was going to be there, so I said, let him bowl. I figure he's got the high hand. First game he came out, not too good.
Nope.
But you really opened it up after that, and you finished the last game. The last game, we went into the 10th frame down by 3 marks. Junior comes up, has a strike in the setup frame, 9th frame, throws a strike, and then clears a 165. We went in by down by 3 marks and won the game by 14 pins.
Damn.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I beat a state champion in the first game with a 114 in brackets, Mr. Isaac.
Yep.
Yep. And then I guess who I bowled in the finals? Joey.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
And he got him. So I believed in Junior so much that I staked him in the brackets and didn't even tell him until after he started bowling.
He did.
Damn. Now, did you keep the winnings?
He wanted me
I
to
wanted
take
him
it.
to keep most of it. I just wanted my money back, but he ended up giving me half. So we went 15 and 15. I put 5 in to get him in,
Nice.
Isn't this the plot from Kingpin?
Yeah.
Kingpin 2.
Next week.
It's astute you picked up on that because it is. It's 100%. Yeah.
Next week.
You're fucking awesome.
You're going to show up here and you're missing half his hand.
Right. Other than we didn't have Stacy there grabbing cold beers out of the refrigerator and in a tight shirt. So, yeah.
No Mosier.
Did we get ice cream?
So, yeah. So here we are. And now, of course, Junior, as per the league bylaws, if we need an extra bowler in either a position night or the roll-off, Junior is now eligible to bowl with our team because they said the rule is you have to have at least 9 games in bowling for that team, and now he has 12. So something comes up.
And you guys were 14 points down,
14 points down,
and now it's all clusterfucked in the top.
But we're sitting on top, and I think the closest team to us is 3. But we bowl the last place team in the league before the night before position night. So we got to make hay. 2
more weeks.
So, and I know people love hearing us talk about bowling, but I like talking about fantasy football. But the other 2 top teams, number 2 and number 3, bowl each other. So we can hope they cannibalize each other a little bit.
Yeah. Give props out that J-Mac bowled really good too.
Yeah, he was on it.
Yeah.
He was definitely on it.
That motherfucker makes me laugh.
He's a crazy motherfucker, isn't he?
He is.
Oh, boy.
I'm glad he's on my team. He's like a John Mosier.
He is. He's a shit talker.
Just his singing with the fucking, like, that ain't my kind of music, but
Right.
what they play, and he's just fucking going crazy. And he actually, speaking of Kingpin, every time he gets a strike, he does the Bill Murray fucking fucking shimmy. I'm dying laughing. Then when I'm up on the approach, kind of like when John Mosier fucked me, you hear him singing in the background, and he's, how boisterous he is.
Right.
I'm cracking up, and I have to take a deep breath because I'm laughing so fucking hard. But he bowled awesome, man. He was in the pocket all day long.
So this week we'll see what we can do. I don't know if we'll need you, Junior, or not, but I'll let you know.
How about the last week?
I plan on being there. Yeah, it's position night. There we go. What are you looking up? What are you got going on?
I'm pulling something in from my computer at home.
Oh, gotcha.
Just mind the damn business.
Okay, no more questions. What are you, fucking cop?
Cop. Well, let's talk about a couple more series since last podcast, since we're talking about sports. It's a non-sports podcast.
Not a
but
sports podcast.
let's talk about our Tigers, man.
They're doing very well.
They had a little hiccup with the Brewers.
Well, not really. I mean,
They-
3 out of 4 is pretty solid.
I told you, I'm talking about Kansas City.
With the Brewers, they went
sorry.
1 and 2 against the Brewers, right?
They scored 9 runs in the first game.
And looked great, yeah.
Yep. Granted, Scooble didn't get a victory today, but they took 3 out of 4 today, or this week, against Kansas City, your division.
And you said that for a division thing, that fucking means a lot.
Yep. And all pitching was excellent. Torque is still fucking hot. Hit another dinger yesterday, a 3-runner, which was the game winner.
It's true.
So Tigers are doing awesome.
No,
They
they're
are.
doing great.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine an All-Star break? Because if they're like 10 games up in their division. When's the last time that's happened?
It's been a while. They said that in the last 40 years, this is the 3rd best 20-game start they've had.
So
Tied for 3rd.
Kind of been in
At 12 and 8.
80s, 90s,
Well,
early 90s.
40 years, so since 1985.
Right.
Because 84 was phenomenal because they started off with like 34-6 in 1984 or some shit like that.
Well, no, I think they only had 2 losses.
They had 2 losses. It was like 30.
Yeah, 35-3.
Is that what it
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
Then, what was it? 2006 or 2007? They started out really hot.
Yeah, it was 2006. That's the
Yeah.
record. That was the best one they've had. Yep.
They're starting
Yes,
off strong.
indeedy. Yes, indeed.
A lot of utility players fucking coming up big. Dingler fucking doing amazing. Your boy, the porn star Jake Rogers has fucking been out. But, oh my God. Baez actually doing really well.
Javi Baez has really turned things around.
I will.
He doesn't look lost at the plate, and he's willing to play any position. They said if we keep you on the roster, you're going to have to be a utility man, and
Sure.
he said he would. he plays a mean third base. He's got a great
He
glove.
does because, and that's another him playing third base. Sweeney has been doing amazing defensive wise.
Yep.
Oh my Lord,
Yeah.
Torque has just been killing it.
He's been mashing the ball. He's just been on a tear.
Kerry Carpenter,
God, Kerry Bonds is doing great. Man.
yes,
And he's awesome in the field too. That catch the other day at the wall.
Yep.
Holy shit.
playing that. He just timed that perfectly.
Right. Like he's a stud all the way around.
He is.
Riley Green, I do have concerns about his strikeouts, but I think typically this time of year, historically in baseball, pitching is ahead of hitting. So I'm not worried about it. But
You're
this
correct.
year's been a little weird because there's been some guys mashing already this season.
This past 2 series, he's been
Yeah.
striking the ball really good.
Yep. So we shall see. But hey, go Tigers. I mean,
Yeah,
once again, if they're still competitive and right there in August, I'll consider it a success.
sure.
Even if they don't make the playoffs, if they're still in the thick of things in August, then I'll be happy.
With our division, Kansas City's a great team. Minnesota's usually
On paper, Kansas City should be way better than this. Minnesota, they played out of their fucking minds last year, which is why they were, because they're not. They don't have.
And what's their record? 5 and something.
They
6.
fell back down to earth. That's a regression to the mean.
And then you
is
got
what
the
that's
White
called.
Sox.
So,
I
yeah.
think the Tigers
And the
will
White
make
Sox
the
are the
playoffs.
worst team. I mean, them and the Florida Marlins have to, do some pillow talk
Sure.
to see who's the worst team in the league, but it's close.
Yep. Before the Brewers, the Tigers had the best record in baseball to date, but they're tied with like the Yankees, and I think Texas is in first place in the other division.
Yeah.
But we're right there.
Just keep doing what you're doing, boys. But hey,
It's awesome.
did you see that they're the only team, even after today, the only team in Major League Baseball with 4 starters with under 3 ERAs?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Because Scoob's got his up to 2.88 today, but still not the
Sure, and he's not even worried. I'm not
Yeah.
worried with Scooble. Like, he didn't get the win today, like we were talking about earlier. And they were right in that game. They should have. They could have won it.
A 2.88 ERA is going to win you a lot of games.
Nowadays, yes,
I mean, you got to have your offense do more than that.
absolutely.
And they should have been in that game. That was tragic in that 10th inning.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
3 pop-ups. Like, why is no one putting the ball on the ground when there's a runner at second base to
Right.
start? That's the whole key to the formula.
Absolutely.
Your first batter needs to put the ball on the ground no matter what. Bunt. Fucking bunt.
AJ hates that fucking rule with the
I know he does,
base runner.
but you gotta. It's imperative to move that base runner from second to third with that first batter, even if he gets an out. You got to move that base runner from second to third, and they failed. He
Yeah.
didn't get off second base, and they didn't win the game.
But when you
Well, no,
got
he did. They had first and
Oh, that's
third.
right. He got
did.
off.
First
He
and
did
third,
make
yeah.
it to third, but with 2 outs. He made it to third with 2 outs.
But it's
Right.
it's hard when you have a guy with a hot bat
Yeah.
to do that, to get that out. And they've been putting the bat on the ball.
But I'm just saying, you had 3 pop-ups in the ninth
yeah,
inning,
yeah.
or 10th inning. Somebody's got to put the ball on the ground there.
So I mentioned earlier, I was listening to the fan on the way here, and then I have a friend who was at the game today, and he said one of the things you notice, and the friend goes to a lot of games. He lives down there. He goes to a ton of games. He said one of the things that I've noticed is when they are up in the series, that last game they come out, they're just flat. And that just seems to be the way they now. Whether that is by design, that hey guys, we're kind of taking the day off. Nobody get hurt. We're going to put some new guys in. We're going to put some names in we don't know. I don't know.
but
It's very hard.
Also though, counterpoint to that. Would you really want to do that with your Cy Young
No,
pitcher?
That's
on the
the
mound.
part that I have a problem with.
the Tigers were still in that game.
I know they were, and okay.
How
So
hard is it to win a 4-game series and sweep somebody?
it only I would say a 4-game series in Major League Baseball occurs maybe a quarter of all series are 4-game
Absolutely.
series.
And I told that
would
to
say
Adam today.
Of that quarter, maybe 5% of them are 4-game series. Yeah.
And it takes
tough.
and Kansas City's got a great team. No disrespect to Kansas City or nothing.
Well, they've
And beating
got
them.
one of the top 5 players in all of baseball, and
And
Witt
Witt-
Jr. Yeah, so
And they have a great pitching staff.
yeah.
And I think we do too.
Well, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Mize came
Let's
back.
just hope Mize keeps his shit. Olsen, but for God's sake, don't pitch. What's his name?
Maeda.
Don't pitch Maeda. Unless I said this, unless you're up by 6 runs or down by 6 runs, do not pitch Maeda.
Yeah. They had that. Well, who was the gentleman that
The
lost?
only nice thing is you can get Maeda stretched out to go long runs. So if you need long relief, like say you get a game where you're down by 5 runs and you're like, white flag.
When's the last time Maeda pitched?
2 days ago, I think.
Was it 2 days ago?
Then that Keaner Montero sucks too. Jesus Christ. Don't start him. Don't wear that outfit again. Yeah.
Yeah.
He had some good stuff, though.
He's got good stuff. He needs to move
He had
to the
9
bullpen.
Ks. That's when the Tigers only scored 1 run.
But he's a gas can.
I'll tell you someone, man, who's got filthy motherfucking bullshit is fucking Olson.
Oh, Reese Olson.
Oh,
Fuck
my
yeah, he does.
Lord. I want to give props to him.
So it should be Job, Olson, and it should be Flaherty, Skubal, and Mize should be your starting 5.
I agree.
Why did Montero start? Was somebody out for a start?
Job, wasn't it?
Are they trying to load?
Not put a pressure on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring him up really easily.
Yeah.
Give him some more starts and down in AAA.
Well, I think I don't
and-
think they want to start him. They don't want to. He's on a pitch count. I'm sure he's on an inning count.
Yeah.
So they don't want to start him down at AAA. You want
Right.
to keep him at the big show. You don't want.
Yeah.
You don't want to bounce.
And again, it's early in the season.
But I think they're load managing him because of the amount of innings they want him to pitch.
He's young.
If I were him, I'd stage like for his attitude's super cocky. I'd stage to have him like kidnapped and held up for 3 or 4 days just to kind of humble him a little bit, and then
Yeah.
Along with Taylor Swift and
Katy Perry send him to space.
Yeah. For 11 minutes.
Let him become astronauts.
Speaking of gear grinds, dear Lord.
what?
So they are not. They can't self-proclaim themselves astronauts, can they?
Oh, hell no.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
But I think they are.
What is the Wendy's official is catching grief for their tweet?
And they won't remove it.
No, and they refuse to.
What
What
was
they
the
said,
tweet?
Can we send her back?
Yeah.
Katy Perry returns from space after 11 minute flight. Can we send her back? Way to go, Wendy's. That makes me want to have a Dave's triple right now.
Yeah, no shit.
Or Frosty.
That is bad.
All of it. I just
All of it.
all Wendy's, all things Wendy's.
Wendy's is one of my top. If I'm going to buy fast food, that's in my top, easy in my top 3.
Oh yeah, if it's available,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wendy's is the best.
Have their fries gotten any better?
That's the only knock. So
Everybody's fries suck.
Hold on.
What?
You can get Wendy's chili cheese fries, and they are glorious.
Where's the nearest Wendy's?
There's one in Baddock.
Caro has
There's
one.
one in Caro.
So my favorite thing to do, single favorite thing to do, get a wonderful, delicious burger, get a baked potato,
Yeah.
and then get a small chili, dump the chili all over the baked
There you
potato.
go.
You can actually just order
We
the
used to
big
do that all
potatoes
the
with
time.
the chili now. You can get them with chili and cheese.
I want the extra chili. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not trying to. I'm not.
Are you trying to jip me out of some chili here?
I'm not saying you need to cut the calories, Phil.
Or your friends
Chili
do
is
not
low in
need you
calories
to
and high
have
in
more
protein.
chili.
You
Silent N doesn't need you
You should
to.
have heard and smelled the farts I had yesterday.
No,
Holy Christ
I
on a
don't.
cracker. They were magnificent.
Did you have some White Castle, did you?
No, we ate at the Mexican place in Kingston the night before. And yeah.
I'm gonna go with the pirate water. Hold on.
I love it. I love it, man. You just keep doing what you're doing.
So what?
There's
one
one
of
that's
the
way colder than the others in there. You'll have to search them out.
one of the things that I'm wondering is there's a lot of I've seen a lot of like people who cover like these SpaceX flights and things like that, and they've been breaking down this flight that this Blue Origin took.
Blue Orgy?
Yes, and
How does it feel?
and they're saying that it never even really happened. Like
Really?
the length of time on the flight to get to weightlessness was not long enough.
Yeah. No, I'm questioning this too.
The re-entry was there's no
And did you see there's no scorch marks anywhere on
None.
that pod? And
Not
coming
one.
through there
And-
should be.
and why is every manned space flight landed in the water and they just dropped it in sand?
Right? My biggest problem with the whole thing is it was nothing but women aboard and they still called it the cockpit.
That is true.
I'm
And
like,
the clit ring.
right,
Well, that might explain why it landed in the sand.
right.
They're still digging it out.
What was that one progressive host? 11 or whatever, how many females go to space is like, it's nice to know we can classify what truly a woman is this day and age again.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it just the whole thing kind of baffles me because it doesn't really make sense.
It all came out of nowhere too. Like I had no idea any of this was happening. All of a sudden they're like,
they really kept the rigorous training that they had to do for this.
Right? Have you seen
flight.
Armageddon?
Yeah, I know.
Right?
But the rigorous training they had to do, boy, could you imagine that whole debacle? Right. All right, you got to go up and drill on this asteroid, and oh boy,
they could
Armageddon 2.
They could probably just have Katy Perry suck something, and she'd be glorious at it.
Probably.
I bet you she could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, how do you think a no talent hack like that gets to where she's at?
That and singing a song about being a lesbian and claiming to be highly religious is really terrible. But yeah.
So I wonder for this flight if it seems how it was all women that they had. You ever see those Facebook reels of the girls in the slingshot rides at the carnival
and their titties going? Yep.
Is there a Blue Origin version of this that was?
I hope not, because these were not young women.
Katy Perry. The best thing I got to say about her is she does have a great set of tits.
Yeah, they're even. I'm looking at
that. Might be the only compliment I can actually give to her.
Yeah,
I think she's back in the day, I think she's beautiful. You don't? What don't you like about Katy Perry?
She's Katy Perry.
Okay.
Yeah, really, it's just a personality thing.
I liked her when she first came out, and then when she got married to what's his name, bring him to the
Russell Brand.
Yeah, I don't like him. But good for him.
He's going to end up in prison because he's going to.
No, that
sexual predator.
That all went away.
But it'll rear its ugly head again.
I think it's back.
It is.
It always does. Even if somebody's acquitted of it, it always seems to come back.
Well, they didn't start going after him for that until he came out as a big political guy, and now it's a big thing for him, and it will continue to be, I'm sure. But that seems to be the answer to everything. If somebody says something you don't like, you just, they touched me in a bad place.
What, like Carsonville?
Yeah. Not the worst
see
place.
What I did there?
Yeah.
They touched me in a bad place. What, like Carsonville? He likes to have sex with women in a very uncomfortable place. What, like the backseat of a Volkswagen?
Just watched that the other day.
Yeah. What, like the backseat of a Volkswagen?
Actually, I watched that today.
You spent your 420 watching Mallrats.
Yep. Well, I told you I was on the couch for a little bit after breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I guess. A lot of ham.
Do we have 3 minutes and 29 seconds to watch a conspiracy video?
We got all the
Sure.
time.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shit,
It's longer than my sex life.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
Let me bring this up over here and let me.
Shit, we ain't got nothing better to do. We're drinking pirate water and eating gummies. Fuck, man, we're living the life, man. We're living the
I had
fucking
to slow
life
down
here.
my stream in your bathroom after I heard. I can't believe they still call it the cockpit. Did you hear me laugh?
Yeah.
I tried to wipe up.
Her mouth, but really her heart.
And is that Jeff Bezos out there right by the capsule? Kind of hard to
He had to
see.
be the big strong man
that
and
is
let him
correct.
out.
That is Jeff Bezos, our founder, on the
thing could
left,
not
as
have
well
landed
as
like
Sarah
that.
Knights,
No.
our crew member 7.
No fucking way.
No way.
This thing, I bet you this thing went probably.
And I just want to thank our viewers
and
for joining us.
Something was attached to it, like a bungee cord,
NS-31,
and
New
it probably
Shepard's
went
31st
maybe
mission to
10,000 feet
space,
in the
our
air and back
11th
down.
human space
And it was
flight
parabolic, so
from
they thought
all-
they experienced weightlessness because
from all parts of
that's how
this
they
flight,
do.
for the
That's how they
booster, for the
do
capsule, for our
weightless flights. Is
astronauts.
you go
A
parabolic,
completely
and
successful
on the way down
flight,
you
one of the
you experience
smoothest flights we've had
weightlessness.
so far.
Even
look at the
Martha
top.
And we're
Stewart.
Look
now
at the top.
just awaiting
Doesn't that look damaged?
the opening of the hatch so we can get some views.
Could you imagine just
from
a bunch
our
of
6
dildos
new
fall out?
astronauts.
They're opening the head of the Hitachi wand.
Yeah,
Look like a cover of
bunch
National
of
Geographic.
tentacle
And I would
porn
imagine Lauren
falls out.
Sanchez in seat
No, notice
one will
there's
be
no
coming out
move. Well,
first.
That is
there was
correct.
some
They'll
movement.
go, she's in seat 1, which is next to the left.
There's movement inside.
The left window there. She will go first.
It's like a porta potty in the middle of the
And then
desert.
No
last
shit.
in number 6
Could
is
you imagine just going in there
Carrie
and taking a shit?
That
Be
is
like,
the
"Man."
window on the
I'm
right.
sure one of them did.
You know, they should put out bumper stickers. And you can stick them on blue porta potties. The Blue Origin, a shit story.
There
See
you go.
those vans arriving.
We're gonna make
those. Are
those.
friends and
Yes.
family.
This is where's the conspiracy come in?
And that's Carrie Ann.
I'm
looking
not
out
sure
the
it said this
window,
was a conspiracy
in the
one,
window
but
to the right
so
there.
so
Lauren Sanchez.
how do
on
they
the
get
left,
all
and you
these
really get a
vehicles
sense for just
staged,
how
including
big
a
these
15
windows are.
passenger
I mean, when you're
shuttle
inside
bus?
this capsule, it's
Just
almost
randomly
as though
out in the
you're
middle
getting
of a
full
roadless
360
desert.
panoramic view. One of the cool features of this capsule, the
you
largest
know where
windows of any
it's at.
spacecraft.
this could be
So
our own
this-
conspiracy
the-
theory.
over
That thing
a
is way
third
too
of the
clean
surface area of this
to have
craft
re-entered the
is
atmosphere
windows.
whatsoever.
And that's on purpose. There were many meetings with our founder Jeff Bezos where our
This is the
engineers
dumbest
brought
fucking
minutes. He
thing
said,
I've ever
"Nope,
seen, and
make
we're
it
Is that a
forward."
dolly in front?
Nope, that's nice, but
I think it is. I
And
like
it's
how
a
they
portable
keep
stairway.
they keep
why is that
Oh,
so
okay.
bad?
they keep
Some of our
mentioning
astronauts have said,
our
"Hey, I got out of my
founder
seat.
Jeff
I
Bezos.
looked
Our
outside
fonder,
my
our
window,
fondler,
and I
our fondler.
and I looked at the
our
other
fondler,
five
Jeff
windows,
Bezos.
and
Praise be his
my
name.
brain
Now be crossing
seemed
Pedo Island, our
to
fondler, Jeff
panoramic-
Bezos.
They might actually fit on Pedo Island.
Photo of
It
it.
He's
probably
been there.
would.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? Put a sign up. The next Blue Origin landing spot, Pedo Island.
We'd have to take the signs down so it would fit fully.
Or they'd make it into a popsicle.
40 years ago, this would have been sponsored by Legs Pantyhose.
right?
There.
Jesus Christ, Blade.
Yay, Jeff Bezos is there.
There's
Falls and
several
hits Katy Perry in the nose.
He must be the only one with the key, yeah?
Let's take a look at the young ladies that are in here. She's got to be. Is that her?
Yeah, for a 3-foot rise, they need stairs.
I think that's Dirty Sanchez.
She's had a
I
lot
think
of
that's his wife.
Is that
Yeah,
Michael?
that's his
Is that an offspring of Michael Jackson?
That's his wife. Then there's Katy Perry. I
She
didn't see
came
a
out
conspiracy there other than it all looked like it sucked dick.
Well, yeah,
Oh man.
which is a lot like what they.
You know, all the
all famous for.
astronauts are rolling in their grave that have passed away.
Yeah,
Especially when they come out and say they are now considered astronauts.
Yeah, well, that is the biggest knock on all of them is that they are claiming to have. So I heard one of the and I don't know who. The only one I actually really know is Katy Perry, and I don't like her, but I know who she is. But one of the other ladies that were on there were like, "Well, we took the same path as like Neil Armstrong." It's like, no, you didn't.
Oh, you went through Wapakoneta to get here?
Yeah, exactly.
How much did they have to pay to do this?
$5.
I'm sure they're all such big celebrities. Probably
Jeff
nothing. It's
Bezos
probably
used it as a tax write-off.
Yeah,
I gotta pee, but yeah, they didn't pay, none of these people paid anything.
So you know who I really want to hear chime in on this? Buzz fucking Aldrin.
Yeah.
yeah.
What does Buzz have to say about that?
see if
Yeah.
Buzz has a reaction. I bet he's got something out there.
We can do that. We'll see what Buzz Aldrin says.
Right, Boo?
I think his is the only opinion that really matters on the subject. To
If
be
you
honest.
invented the buzzball.
Oh man, fucking Phil had me cracking up. I went to the restroom.
I mean, yeah,
They call it the
technically,
cockpit still.
technically they may have crossed a line that is considered okay. You were technically in space.
Well, no, they have come out and said that it's a upper atmospheric flight, but then all the bitches came out and they were like, "Well, they are." Sorry. They all came back and they're like, "It was not a flight. Do we call it a flight when they go and walk on the moon?"
Look at these selfies. That's killing me.
I'm looking for a. I'm looking for a reaction from astronauts. I mean, in all honesty,
They probably took them down.
they are all of those women are taking up space. So they've got that going for them.
Yeah,
Did you see that landing? The landing part
Oh yeah, where like
landed right where it is.
Big cloud of dust.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool they
Then
got.
she,
But you
walks-
saw-
then
you-
she kisses the ground. Did you see the meme about the astronauts trapped in the space
Yeah.
for 8 months, and then Katy Perry's up there for 11 minutes, kisses the ground? This is the most. No, wait. This is one of the most preposterous things.
Katy Perry probably spent more time planning her theatrics exiting the capsule than the entire ride took.
Right.
So let me ask all of you this.
Same way Neil.
If let's say that the 5 of us went up there.
No, we wouldn't fit.
It wouldn't fucking
Yeah,
go off
we
the ground.
pass the weight restrictions?
Yeah, it wouldn't go off the
Okay.
ground.
Let's assume
We could. Let's just say in a perfect world, we were light enough. The 5
I
of
would
us.
love to be
Let's just say we wouldn't
weightless.
need seatbelts.
Go ahead, Dill.
let's assume that Richard Simmons comes back and makes us all light enough.
Mama Nick will fucking dress him up like that. You sure you want to ask this question?
Shit, I was gonna do that anyway.
In a perfect world where they have, husky size space capsules,
All of us.
and they send us all up there, and you're at that level of height which very few people have reached. Are you worried about taking selfies and staring into a camera
No.
and looking at each other? And
If it was all of us and it was the plus
Absolutely
side
not.
capsule,
you're staring out the fucking windows.
it'd be the blue origin.
Yep. Absolutely not.
You'd be staring out the window. You'd be like, "What the fuck?" You'd have
So
camera
this is all
phone out
publicity.
taking
This
pictures of
thing
shit.
did not leave the atmosphere. This thing didn't get higher than some commercial flights. This thing parabolically went 30,000, maybe 40,000. I'm going to say 45,000 feet into the air. Parabolic back down. They thought they were weightless at the time. They could see that the Earth was flat, and then they landed.
So when our jet used to fly to Florida, we flew at around 42,000 feet.
So commercial flights will go as high as 50. So yeah.
So we flew at 42, and the sky does start to turn darker when you start to get up that.
I've been on a flight that's 50, and it feels. I mean, you're way above. If there's any cloud cover, you can't see shit. If it's open, you can see a long ways. You can see everything start to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, they weren't much higher than that. Maybe a little bit, but I'm having a hard time finding anything about a astronaut reaction.
So, like I said, when they thought they were weightless, it was just
Going down the hill on the roller coaster.
yes. Yeah, when your bladder goes whoa.
Yeah, they could have all been like, woo!
What does Katie have in her hand right there?
A flower.
Yeah, was it dandelion?
It was a daisy.
Was it? Just to show everybody that it's gonna break apart when.
Apparently for her daughter, she took a daisy up there.
That's her name, isn't it?
And then stared
You
at
ain't
the
no
camera
daisy at
holding
all.
that daisy for what would have been the entire time that they were in space.
Right. Pigs in space.
That's a show that needs a fucking reboot right there.
Right.
Pigs in Space.
Bring
Yes.
back the Muppets.
Yeah, let's look up a pigs in space. I'm tired of this bullshit.
You know what I haven't heard in a while?
What?
I'm sure.
One of your definitions of the dictionary of
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary.
All right. Well, let's bring.
I was going to bring it up in the last episode being Easter.
Maybe
Can you
it's-
find any, like,
maybe you can
bunny
find the
ears?
421.
Chocolate bunny. White chocolate bunny. I don't know. Peeps.
And now another controvertible episode. Pigs
You guys are
in Space! Starring the voracious Captain Link Hogthrob, the gluttonous First Mate Piggy, and the esurient Dr. Julius Strangeport. Tonight's episode, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner?
Oh my God, this brings up
Due to the sudden
fucking
illness of
memories.
its voracious captain, Link Hogthrob, the entire crew of the Swine Trek is in distress.
That almost looks like a
What are
dildo.
you doing, you vile creature? None of your business. Bye.
Was he 69 with the squid?
That's what Todd. He was sitting on his face, wasn't it?
Stop being such a baby. Said you went out
Spooky,
with some eggs, some
spooky,
bad eggs, and then a
Spooky,
whole
spooky,
ass
spooky.
meal.
The popcorn
Went
is
to
in
your face for a few
3D.
hours. I've had
Beer,
worse
Norse
things.
beer,
That was my favorite Muppet.
beer, Norn, the beer, Norn, deer.
You complaining.
God,
Well, this is like a full episode of Pigs in Space. I really just wanted the intro.
we got it.
Another controvertible episode of
We got anything for the Urban Dictionary there, Sir Philip?
starring the
Sure.
Oh, he's getting to his place.
Easter. The holiday celebrated for the day in which Jesus' pet rabbit mysteriously laid eggs and painted them strange colors to hide them from the evil Jews. The rabbit theory is the only possible explanation for our Easter traditions.
Very true.
All right. Easter, a holiday featuring fertility symbols such as eggs, rabbits, and maidens dressed in white that pagans celebrate, named in honor of the goddess of fertility known as Astarte, Ashtoreth, Isis, Vishnu, Venus, etc. Easter.
ISIS.
I heard ISIS
Yes.
too. I looked at you, Blade. I'm looking at you right now.
What kind of terroristic bullshit is this?
I don't know. Easter, the celebration of a bearded man called Jesus Christ who died on a cross and rose again, resulting in future workplaces and schools closing while people eat chocolate Easter eggs.
And ham.
And ham.
Rum ham.
Rum ham.
Oh, I'm going to keep scrolling through these. Easter, a time when a bunny shits out eggs for children to eat. Easter, the day when zombie Jesus comes back to life to pretend to be a bunny who gives out eggs for some damn reason.
Are they Cadbury eggs?
You know what?
Easter, Spanish word meaning Mexicans to the park.
I think this is the first Easter. I don't know how long. But
Who just
I didn't get to
snorted?
see
Was
one
that
of those
you?
Stupid Cadbury egg commercials.
Was that you or you? Was that Adam?
That wasn't me.
Oh, that was
That
you?
was me. What about Cadbury eggs?
I think this is the first Easter in my entire life where I haven't got stuck watching one of those stupid Cadbury egg commercials with the. Yeah,
Pull one up.
Does anybody else find it weird that a rabbit shits chocolate eggs? Because that,
That's one special rabbit.
Easter.
Yeah.
Easter, the bullshit story of Jesus Christ coming out of a vagina for the second time in the Bible.
Jesus Christ. I didn't think it was.
Easter, the day Jesus became a zombie and everyone ate candy.
I'm sorry.
oh,
I'm sorry, everybody.
Easter, the time of year when Christians celebrate the crucifixion of Santa for not paying his taxes.
Oh my God!
wow.
That's horrible.
I'm actually making all these up. You realize that?
No bullshit.
No, I'm not. I can't make this stuff up. Oh, Jesus Christ, Easter.
Wait, hold on. Did you start? Was that you? Or is that the start of it?
No. Easter, the guy that gets drunk and bangs Allison every weekend. She was nice, but he helped turn her into the biggest bitch ever. He's the man whore of all man whores. Easter.
You know what I said? Watch when he goes. It's a good one. Here it comes.
Wait a minute! Where's the rum ham?
Where's the rum ham?
Where's the rum? Rum ham! No! Frank, stay in the boat! Frank, stay in the boat! Oh, rum ham! I'm sorry, rum ham! I'm sorry! Rum ham! Oh, rum ham!
Oh boy.
Easter, a roided up Keebler elf who won't be able to hack it in varsity football and abuses young girls.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Paying taxes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got my top three.
Literally.
So with as big a holiday as Easter is, you would think that Easter Island would be the Holy Land.
Right? One would consider that.
Again, things that make you go.
I'm surprised Cadbury chocolate hasn't sponsored something on Easter Island where they put bunny ears on those fucking statues.
I used to.
Yeah. The Dum-Dum statues. Dum-Dum.
I moved on to a different thing here that's also an Easter tradition that I want to share with everybody.
Oh my God. Something's coming up good. Something's coming up good.
Nah. Deviled egg. When you crack an egg in a girl's ass and then fuck her so hard that it scrambles. Deviled eggs. When you drink a bottle of hot sauce, wait 1 hour, then pry your girlfriend's sleeping eyes open and shit equally in each eyeball so you may garnish around the eye with chili
Shit?
powder or parsley.
Equal in each eyeball?
Right.
That takes some sphincter control right there.
Yes, and that's totally not you, Phil. Is it?
No.
No.
What the fuck? This one's long. I don't know if I want to read it, but it looks amazing. It's
All right,
like,
well, read it first.
it's the Puerto Rican deviled egg. The Puerto Rican deviled egg. When a guy is hovered over his girl and is jerking off on her face, and when he comes on her face, he simultaneously shits on her chest. He must really like her a lot. Don't do this if you have bad knees. Fun fact. If you have explosive diarrhea and do this whilst coming on her face, it's also called a Puerto Rican volcano.
Wow.
That's the Urban Dictionary I like.
Give her the old Puerto Rican volcano.
Oh, man.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Happy Easter. Hope you guys all had dinner.
Done. I was hoping this day would come. I saved a special surprise for us.
Is he a Manchita?
Yeah, awesome.
A Manchita? Is he a Manchita?
Who wants rum ham?
Is that Gwen Stefani?
Yes.
Holler back, girl?
Yes, it was.
Oh, man, Junior.
What?
There's a thing called a deviled egg salad. But you can't do this move.
Here
When
we
a
go.
man fucks a woman's ass, he pulls out, then places one testicle in her ass and the other in her vagina.
Well, he could do it. He just couldn't do it simultaneously.
I could do half of it.
So that's the deviled egg
You're an
salad.
asshole.
Just kind of caught my eye. We gotta.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Urban Dictionary.
Yes.
We haven't had that in a long time. Good job.
I would love to host a spelling bee someday and give everybody definitions out of Urban Dictionary when they ask for a definition of a word. Oh, that's actually a good skit idea, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Right?
Now that we're getting into the swing of baseball season, even
Yeah.
though this is not a sports podcast, you can pull up local or relevant definitions from each part of where the Tigers' opponents are from.
Right.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
Look what happens to Blade when he has a pirate water.
Like the Kansas City spit roast.
Brilliant. You're fucking brilliant.
Bring out the best.
He's like an alcohol-fueled computer.
Johnny 5. Blade 5. Short circuit.
So here's the so in honor of the Kansas City Royals that were just in town, the Kansas City car wash. When many guys hide in a closet when one of their friends is boning a chick, the guys in the closet are jacking off, and right as they're about to jizz, they'll pop out of the closet at the same time and drench the female in their semen. Professionals will try to aim for the female's eyes.
Easter Urban Dictionary.
That's the Kansas City car wash. Kansas City car wash, my.
Nice. Where do the Tigers play next?
San Diego. Padres are coming to town.
Stands
We
for
have a 10-game
Whale's vagina.
10-game home streak.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
nice.
6 more.
Imagine how useful this is if you wanted to go for a road trip and follow the Tigers along, and now you know what to do in Kansas City.
It's a quick, easy one, just to, in honor of San Diego coming to town.
Sure.
The San Diego thank you is kissing someone while they're taking a shit.
They don't give you a reason what it's funny.
Who needs a reason?
Okay.
What you do in Kansas City, I guess.
Yeah.
Or San Diego, sorry.
Yep.
That
The prelude to a Blumpkin.
Yeah, you got it. Nailed it.
It's for when you're just not there yet in your relationship.
You have to see if
San Diego, thank you. And then the Kansas City car wash.
Couple weeks we'll have to do one for Dayton.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
The people watching will be interesting.
Do you have anything
Yes.
from like Detroit?
I'm sure Detroit has a ton of them.
We
Just
ain't got
fine.
all night.
I know, but we still got one more episode. Just
True.
do one or two.
Imagine
we all affiliate with Detroit and stuff, you know. I mean, or Michigan.
Detroit Smash is when you fuck someone and take all their money.
Yeah. All right, my bad.
Let's see. Let's see. Actually, Detroit's got some pretty positive ones, shockingly.
Good.
Well, they're whitewashing the Urban Dictionary.
Right. Whitewashing it, I love it. Detroit Steamer, take a large dump on someone's car hood or windshield.
Point well taken.
Because, see, it looks like there's steam
Yep.
coming in. Yeah. Woot toot.
Probably every time you take a shit.
Right on your hood.
That's also known as the San Francisco treat.
No. I can't eat rice-a-roni again.
Never going to eat rice-a-roni again.
I love rice-a-roni. Not no more. Thanks, Blake.
Though you'll still eat it.
So here we go. I looked up something the other day and I wanted.
I can't drink like my can of.
How do you keep doing that?
Shut up. I can't drink and tilt it up and look. Now.
At least it was tuned to a nice tone.
Just in. I can't look and like tilt when I'm at the end.
Why?
Fuck off.
Well, you're
Why?
Fine.
I don't understand.
This isn't bad.
He's a friendly guy. I mean, look at his nose.
He's an alcoholic, just like us.
Junior, are you
Just like the
drinking-
grand prize game.
Do you still have pirate water in there?
Just a tad.
Because you should totally be drinking it out of the pirate goblet there, underneath the face mask.
I don't want to ruin it. I'll do it next time.
Well, it won't. It doesn't ruin it. That's what it's for.
Yeah,
It's a koozie.
I'm still in good state of mind. I was going to pour it in there.
No, don't pour it in.
See?
It's a koozie.
I know.
God, what a
Made for big cans.
oh.
Come on, Silent N, get up here. Speaking of big cans. What?
Oh, boy. Yeah, so thank you once again, Urban Dictionary.
Haven't had that in a while.
So I had to look up something on Urban Dictionary, but I just ran across this because it was on the main page. Planet Ass. A place where people who get a lot of ass live. People who rarely get ass often express the desire to live on Planet Ass.
Woo, we all need to move to Planet Ass.
Planet Ass. Maybe that's where Katy Perry was trying to go.
No. Is she married? She's married, right?
She has a song about being a lesbian.
Not true.
How do you know?
Because she kissed the girl and she liked it.
Yeah, that's true.
All
She
right.
could identify as straight. You can't take that from her.
I had a request from Phil. True. That's true. Had a request from Phil.
She's actually not married, but she's with Orlando Bloom.
Nice.
Is that her baby daddy?
I believe so.
Daisy Bloom. Wahaha.
Anyway, what's the request?
From Adam. We haven't heard a mashup in a long time.
Well, we could save that for the next episode.
Okay,
'cause
we'll do that.
We are just about out of this one.
Speaking of that, Daisy Bloom, does anybody know somebody that has a weird kind of name or named their child?
Besides Penny Nickel, my sister.
I went to school with a Richard Head.
Nice.
There's a guy from Carsonville named Rusty Trigger.
Yep.
That's solid.
My family wanted to name me Rusty, but my mom put her foot down. We've gone over this.
No, I heard that before.
And
Nothing else?
there was a gentleman locally named Jack Goff. His last name was Goff.
No
Jack
bullshit?
Goff, yes.
I know a guy named Justin, middle name Case, because he was supposed to be a girl, but they came up with a boy's name just in case, and that's what he got named.
Get the fuck out of here. Blade. GG.
I don't know many people.
My dad worked at IBM. I think I brought this up. I don't know, a long time ago, but I can't remember. But he worked at IBM, my pops. And BJ Armstrong, who was a basketball player that played for the Bulls, and he went to Iowa, was there. And their family best friend was last name Lear. Okay. They had a kid and they named her Crystal Shanda. No bullshit.
Crystal Shanda
Lear. Crystal Shanda Lear.
We had our assistant principal forever, and then I think he became principal up here at the school. His name Dick Walker.
Okay.
Dick Walker.
I like it.
I worked for a guy. He was a CEO of a company, and he was an absolute asshole. His name was Bill Reminder.
There is a gentleman from Brown City named Harry Peters.
No way.
There's a Sharon Peters.
Yeah,
from
man,
around
there's a
here,
Sharon
too. Yeah,
Peters.
yeah.
Yep.
He owns a sod farm over in Brown City.
Sharon Peters.
Yeah.
That's horseshit.
Congratulations, you got it.
Did you guys know this woman?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
real estate.
Yeah.
What asshole parents
the
they
one
have.
the one I'm thinking of married into the family.
Oh, okay. So it's her.
The real estate is
Married name now.
Cheryl Peters.
Yeah.
It's her married name now.
Yeah.
I think Sharon got divorced out of the family, if I remember correctly.
I would too.
But kept the name.
I've encountered a Richard Head before.
Went to school.
Yeah.
I went to school with one of them.
Yep.
Richard Head and a Jeremy Dick.
Huh.
Yeah.
He went to Warren D. LaSalle. Richard Head, we all used to. He was the smartest motherfucker. He was our valedictorian.
Well, you better be smart. You better not have anybody.
With a name like Dickhead.
Yeah.
Everybody went to the fucking student awards at night and fucking just, hey, Dick.
Valedictorian suits him well.
Actually, he passed away too. He flipped his Corvette on Mound in 16 mile.
Kind of hard to feel bad for somebody who flips their Corvette.
He flipped his Corvette and got out of it alive, but got hit by a semi on Mound and got killed instantly.
Oh, jeez.
Survived the car rollover.
Yep.
Mountain 27 mile, we built a great erection.
Oh, we make a great erection.
Well, the worst thing about it, because there's island, he landed the Corvette in the middle of an island and it was like on a, because it like.
Was the island big enough to fit the whole car?
Like
No.
Pito Island.
Not like Pete Island. But yeah, unfortunately, he perished. On that note,
shall we get out of this one?
What? What are we doing?
I don't know. I'm getting out of this one.
Oh, okay.
We've entered season 3.
Season 3 is going to be one for the ages.
I like Miami Vice.
This is the season when we consider to be not successful. Continue to be not successful.
No, stop it.
Yeah.
You're on the rise right now.
I heard you're taking over the Philippines.
Yes.
Do we have to?
What was that? No, that was Korean. I thought it was the Filipino hooker. What do you say? It sent a meme. Nobody laughed about it. I thought it was great.
We were
You
probably
guys are
sleeping.
assholes.
It's
Send
probably 3
better
in the
memes.
morning.
Send better memes. Which one? Oh, when a prostitute in Thailand tells me how great I was in bed. Thanks, man.
That's funny. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You did send that one kind of late. Yeah.
If everybody listens to us, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you just sometimes don't have that time to look over 400 fucking messages in your group chat. Unfortunately, Phil got in at 4 a.m. and sent that meme.
I do keep crazy hours, don't I?
Yeah.
At times. It's all right, though.
Keeps us above ground.
It does.
Right.
If we didn't have 24-hour text flow, I don't know what we'd do.
Yeah.
That's how we know we're alive.
Or the iPhone fucking 2 is in the drink.
Yeah, that's true, too.
See how much more he's on his phone?
Well, it actually does stuff.
Yeah.
It holds a charge.
The porn is in 3D. Bark, 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 bark.
This phone plays more than just snakes.
One of them touched my wiener.
It's on vibrate? We got a vibrate button?
Huh? What?
They just invented this in 2020? No.
Oh, boy. All right.
Love you guys.
Yay.
Love you, Junior.
Katy Perry's estimated net worth $400 million.
Jesus. Why?
She won the lotto ticket game.
She must have. She fucking sold her soul to somebody.
Snoop Dogg.
Shocking it's worth that.
I hate to break it to you, Phil, but one of us got to start sucking more dick.
I had a thought today, really quick. This is my parting thought. Do you really think that anybody actually did forget about Dre?
No.
That song's horse shit.
Yeah.
Nobody forgot about Dre.
No.
This actually woke me up at about 6 o'clock this morning. Like, nobody forgot about Dre.
Should have asked me before this Pirate Water.
He's Adam Filkins. I'm Phil Nickel. We had 3 featured guests sitting on the opposite side of the studio here in the luxurious, lovely, world-famous Palm Street Studios, sponsored by Urban Dictionary. Well, they didn't give us anything, but we mentioned their name, so yeah.
Powered by Pirate Water. Vive la Stool!
Yes. He did the read for me. A featured guest, Brian the Blade. Featured guest, the Grumpy Griller. Featuring the Hall of Famer, Junior! Tune in next time as we talk about more nonsense and probably a vasectomy.
That doesn't sound like us.
Negative. Welcome to season 3. First episode's in the can. Uh-oh, the Blade just broke that chair.
Must have finished that Miami Vice.
We've all been there.
About time.
Breaking news.
Sure glad there wasn't a stand in the middle.
Literally, are you okay? Are you okay? It didn't pinch anything.
You're not gonna sue, right?
No.
It's hanging out by a thread.
That's the only thing we have insurance for in this place.
It literally is hanging.
This is why
it's done.
Did you cut it?
This is why we can't have nice things.
Did you cut it?
Oh yeah, where's your blade at?
So anyway, now you're gonna have to graduate to the folding chair over here. From all of us here at the Palm Street Studios, buy better chairs.
And
make good choices.